Welcome, here I've got OnePlus Nord CE 5G and let me show you how to use Camera Promote at this device. So let's start by tapping on camera button to open it, and for now we are on standard photo mode, so we have to change it. Let's do it by using this settings bar and just simply going to right to Pro. So here we are. This mode gives us possibilities to choose some shooting parameters by ourselves. This is useful when we want to learn photographic skills or making experiments with photography. So let me start with this settings bar. Let's go from the right. The first one option we can manage here is focusing, so now we are on autofocus. By using this slider we can change it to manual one and adjust this on our subject as we need, or go back to auto by sliding to the center of this slider. And let's move to the next one option. Here we can manage exposure compensation, so the light of our picture in kind of basic way. So by going to the right now on the slider we can make our photo more bright. By going to left we can make it more dark. To go back to auto exposure compensation we have to slide again to the center. And let's move to the next one option. Here we can change the time of taking photo, so shutter speed, and by going to the right on another slider we can make it shorter from 1/8000 of a second, and this should be better to objects definitely that are in move, for example to frozen them at the picture with a good light. By going to the right on the slider we can make our time much longer. The longest here is 30 seconds, so this is a really long time, and it should be better to objects that are stable or if we need to have some blur at our picture. And at the center here we got access again to auto settings, so we can easily go back. Let's move to the next one option, the white balance. So for now we can manage temperature of our picture in Kelvin degrees, and by going to the right we can make our photo more cold, more blue. By going to right we can make it more warm, more orange, so this kind of balance between this blue and warm tones of our photo. At the center of course we have auto settings, so we can easily go back here. And let's move to the last one option, ISO. Now we can manage the camera's sensitivity to light, and we can make it less sensitive from 100 or more sensitive to 3 and 2000, so this is also a wide choice like in Pro Camera. And at the center we have auto settings, so now we are again on auto with all of that. I want to show you also that when we adjust ISO and shutter speed together, the exposure compensation slider here is locked, because these two parameters are really advanced light managing, so we don't need these basic settings. So if you need to quickly adjust the light of the picture you can use this, but if you have more time or want to learn something you can use these two buttons to adjust it better. As you can see, this is how it works here. And now let me show you also that when we move up we can create our own filters. So for example we can tap to C1, and when we adjust all of these parameters like that manually and tap to this C1 from the left, we can save it. We can go back to standard view auto settings, and we can quickly tap again to C1 to go back to the save settings. So this is really cool option. And let's move also to the center here, because here we can manage the format of our photo. We are on JPEG. We can pick also JPEG with the highest quality of the picture, 64 megapixels. Or we can save our photo in RAW format. The RAW is used by professional photographers to saving more details at the pictures and post-producing them in graphic programs. So this is really pro feature here. Now let me move back to standard JPEG, and I want to show you also that when we tap to right corner button and open camera settings, most of them is also in standard photo mode, but we have Pro category here we can turn on histogram here and horizontal reference line, so the leveler. By using these two buttons, of course, we can turn them on and off easily. And here appear the histogram. At the center we have leveler. It is useful when we want to be sure that we hold our device steady when we need to take straight picture. So this is how this Pro Mode looks like. And now let me, for example, adjust these settings to take a photo. And to see it, let's move to right to the button that follows us straight to the gallery. So this is how it looks like. Of course, it's not perfect. I suggest you to making experiments with all of these settings and just have a good fun. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.